Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hi, I'm Amy Rogers, and this is your Golf Central update. Well, Viktor Hovland was victorious over this past weekend at the Hero World Challenge. Let's take a look at how his win compares to some of his other victories with 3 wins over this past year on the PGA Tour. Here's a look at how he stacks up over those final 36 holes in those victories. And we heard from Viktor Hovland after his win on Sunday.
Honestly, when I first teed off, and obviously got off to just making a few pars early on, I didn't really think winning was even in question. But after I made 3 birdies in a row at the end of the front 9, and I got to number 9, and I was in the greenside bunker, and I looked up at the leaderboard, and I saw, I believe I was tied for the lead, maybe 1 shot behind or something like that. And that's when I knew that, okay, if I play really well on the back 9, I got a chance.
It's not an official PGA Tour win, but did it feel like one given the strength of the field and kind of the craziness?
Hell yeah.
W's a W, I guess.
Yeah. There's only 20 guys in the field, but the players here are really well, and I feel like my wins have come when the field hasn't been as strong. So for me, to do well in a field like this gives me a lot of confidence.
Whether you have a bogey or a birdie, a difficult shot or an easy shot, how do you manage to smile all the time? There doesn't seem to be a wrinkle, there doesn't seem to be a frown. I mean, is that the way you played game all your life, or is it something that you set yourself up for?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've had to work on a little bit. Golf is so frustrating, and it's easy to, like sometimes you get in the mindset of thinking you want to play perfect golf all the time. And frankly, out here it's way tougher to do so because you got so many slopes and you can hit good shots that run off the green, and you just gotta, sometimes that, okay, I'm gonna hit some good shots, I'm gonna get some bad breaks, and at the end of the day, you're playing 72 holes. That one bounce can really put you off with the mindset, but if you just kind of let it go as one unlucky bounce and you keep kind of sticking to what you're doing, there's plenty enough holes to kind of rise up to the top.
Viktor, when you look at your wins, is it 5 in total I think now, and World Top 10, would you say you're ahead of schedule in terms of where you maybe thought you might be?
Yes, I would say so. Still, it's crazy to think that I'm, still just playing the PGA Tour is pretty incredible. Just from, just thinking back to where I grew up and playing golf in Norway. You're playing golf 6 months out of the year, and it's pretty far-fetched to even just play golf professionally. Come from Norway, so for me to be here and winning tournaments is pretty unreal.
And here's a look at that final leaderboard. A remarkable final round for Hovland, who carded a final round 66 to come from 6 strokes back to capture his 5th worldwide victory and wins by 1 ahead of Scottie Scheffler. Well, the Hero World Challenge is in the books with Viktor Hovland crowned as this year's champion. Thanks for checking out this Golf Central update.